This is Mary Omni from the House of King David. It's November the 13th. This is a Republic notice called Kingdom Warning to Foreign and Immigrant Blacks. Kingdom Warning to Foreign and Immigrant Blacks. Blacks are waking up all over the world. Many are claiming to be Israelites. And I've said this before, and I said it again. What the kingdom is going to be looking at is the most holy. The most holy. The most holy is whom through the Hamashiach will come. The most holy is those who are the virgin people. That means they're untainted. That means they're not in any world debt contracts. And they don't have a seat at the UN, the seat and the body of Satan. Now, Jamaicans have a seat at the UN, and they seem to be looking for special treatment. They seem to be looking for reparations. But the problem is the world is in debt. And so Jamaicans don't care where the reparations come from, because they took foreign aid from the U.S. knowing the foreign aid came from 400 years of black American Judaic slavery. Okay, and they never once asked, when are you going to give the black Americans reparations? Instead, they had their hand out for foreign aid. Now, their British masters never did anything for them, even though they died in the boiling sugar cane fields and had missing arms, fingers, and got burned up in sugar lava. At this point, they don't care who does what for them, because they have a seat with the body of Satan. And they are to the point where they don't care where their money comes from. They didn't care before that they got foreign aid from black American suffering. So this is to tell black Americans, don't get too cozy with Jamaicans. See, because they have to be judged, and a lot of them will be written off. They say they from the House of King David, and they will go staunch in your face that they Judah, they're more Judah than you, and you know a lot of them come here with the attitude that they better than you. They take up in corporate doctrine, dung contracts, get their dung pasted house, their dung pasted car, and talk about how blacks, Americans not doing this and not doing that. See, these foreign blacks have a nasty stench to them. Have a nasty stench. So don't count them as being you right away, because they have to be judged. And many of them, just like many of you, will be written off. You will not make it to the kingdom. Now, I'm talking about also the Virgin Islands, Tobago, Bahamas, Samoa. All of them have benefited from U.S. foreign aid that came from stolen wealth of the non-consenters of the Republic contract. The Republic contract wealth is stolen by the public, and from public hands is transferred to all these other foreign blacks. And they come to this country, and they know that they get a chance to live better than black Americans because they have so-called clean credit reports, because they don't have no history in America. So this is what the warning to them, the kingdom warning. Don't get too comfortable in corporate doctrine and your world debt contracts with these white public debtors. That's the world contract is in quadrillion dollars of debt, because Judah, Israel, and North America is the holy covenant contract in who the Hamashiach comes through, and they're the only ones that can relieve you from debt. Now, Jamaicans like to say they from the House of King David. Well, if you from the House of King David, you didn't think about black Americans when you took the foreign aid. You never asked about what reparations you gave to black Americans before you gave us some money called foreign aid, and why isn't British giving it to us? Now I get wind that they looking for foreign aid, and they feel as though black Americans should pay their reparations, because they know they're going to go and they're going to take more money from the constitutional wealth of black America and transfer to them if they get any kind of reparations, because they're now sitting at the seat of Satan in the UN. So this is to tell all foreign blacks in this country, including Dinesh D'Souza, who had a nerve to make a video talking about black failure with his in corporate doctrine, done contracted Dalit ass. He comes here as a Dalit and think he's all the supreme Dalit on our soil with a dung contract based on what some white man gave them, while they confiscated India land. See, a lot of these foreign blacks think that they can just take from Judah and there not be an equal return. Well, when you take anything from U.S. foreign aid, you're signing contracts of debt. And guess who has the supreme contract on that debt? You got it, Judah. Judah. God of Israel ordered it because the Hamashiach come through. A man can do what he wants. God of Israel going to have the last word. And don't you forget that Judah was ordered to kill 500,000 Israelites. And Judah took out 500,000 of your MFers who calling yourself Israelites. King Asa III took out 1 million so-called Ethiopians when they came up against God's chosen. So don't get too comfortable in your supremacy of being an Israelite or whoever you think you are, because remember, God is not playing with you when it comes to his most holy. He took out 1 million Ethiopians from the third king of Judah called King Asa. Okay, Abijah took out 500,000 Israelites, and Abijah was a Judah king. King Asa was a Judah king. That's us. God will take you out for us, okay? So you can act smelly in this world ass all you want to, and the new world order all you want to. You can go ahead and think you supreme to us. He took you out before, he'll take you out again. Because if you don't serve his holy nation and proclaim that the blacks in North America is the chosen whom the Hamashiach comes through, then your kingdom acceptance is at risk, and you will fall by the wayside like the rest of them. And if you come up against us like the Ethiopians in the Ancient of Days, King Asa took them out, 1 million of them. We was outnumbered. He had 300,000. He took out 1 million Ethiopians with all their regalia, all their carriages, all their war material, all their, just look in 2 Chronicles chapter 14, just go to 2 Chronicles, you'll see that the kings of Judah was ordered to kill Israelites and Ethiopians and to take them out. So you go ahead with your foreign dookie contracts of world debt and think that you're going to outdo or outsmart or outbe and add chaos along the way, because you will fall with the world. You of the world, you will fall with the world. Because guess what? Every draws you have on your back, your colonial masters ain't put them draws on your back. Judah foreign aid put your draws on your back. The black American in America put the draws on you and the whole world back. Okay? The cotton you wear, the fruit of the loom comes from the fruit of the womb. You didn't have the fortitude to do what we did because you wasn't chosen. Okay? It's just as simple as that. The Hamashiach comes to Judah. This is Mary Omni from the House of King David. Shalom.